And the winner is The Magic of Flight.
And the winner is The Magic of Flight.
And the winner is The Magic of Flight by Project Origami.
I can't believe we won this. This is just incredible.
Wow, that is incredible. Wow. Somebody say something?
I think they announced we won, Thomas. You can talk.
Sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, wow, that's amazing. You know, I think we're all dreamers here in this new medium. And so the subject matter that was chosen for The Magic of Flight is really about the dream of flight.
I just looked at it as an incredibly unique opportunity to be able to use this new technology in a completely innovative way for me. I had never worked in this medium before, and it was really intriguing.
I've got a question for John. John, you've been working in traditional media all your life, you know, as a director, as a writer, as a performer, as a host. But this time you had to write and be present for a completely different medium of which that you hadn't actually seen before. And in fact, you only put a Quest 2 headset and saw VR for the first time when the production was actually finished. So I'm just kind of wondering how that process was a little different for you, having to be in something that would be immersive when you didn't actually, and like a lot of people don't really know what that means. So I think your perspective on an industry professional who is getting himself into something that they have no idea what it even is would really interest me at this point.
When you look at an airplane wing, you can see immediately we've got a very small section of the wing pointed into the airstream, and that's reducing drag, the opposite of a kite.
When I was approached by Thomas and Hagai to be part of this project, using a new technology and a new way to teach these ideas and for kids to really be able to experience this in a visceral way, and using just off-the-shelf web technology. You didn't have to download anything, you didn't have to do anything fancy. These guys were cooking up a way to have a real stereo 3D VR experience with just off-the-shelf stuff. And I was blown away by what they wanted to do. And I was in just with both feet right from the start. You know, they said, you know, can you host this thing? And I said, yes, absolutely, I'll host it. You mind if I do some writing? And then that sort of, you know, evolved to me having a bigger role in the writing process. I wrote almost the whole thing because I was just so in love with the whole idea.
But it was really about, can we take education to the next level? Could we potentially have education that can be effective, not in a brick and mortar or in a class or in a physical room, but make the classroom of the future? Can we potentially have people, student and teacher, communicate effectively within the context of a virtual classroom? And that sort of was the beginning of the whole thing, is can we actually do that?
As the writer, or in Thomas's case, as the director and producer, and as well as Hagai, to have something compelling that draws your attention to a part of the screen or to a part of that virtual reality and in traditional TV. But this is more organic. This is a real sense of discovery about what's going on in the scene that you just don't get from television, from a 2D experience. And so the kind of storytelling, the kind of organic emotional experience this can support, it's really striking, the difference between the kind of production. And Thomas was just masterful at bringing stuff like that in. Hagai would somehow figure out a way to do what Thomas and I were dreaming up. And you know, the whole Jackknife team was just incredible about, well, we'd like to take it this way. And they'd be going, we can't do that. And then, you know, a day later, oh yeah, this is how we're going to do that.
Is a photogrammetry model of a section of Monument Valley. And this eagle is a GLB that was imported into Jackknife, which was animated in Maya. And what I want you to notice is that she's holding a little paper airplane, which was part of the green screen shoot. And she will throw it. And at that moment, the paper airplane that she's holding, that's on a 2D video plane, will actually turn into a model that flies at us, which is probably best appreciated in VR.
That the outcome of this project speaks to people. By a wonderful coincidence, John, you're going to like this. I just, on our company submission page, I just got somebody who had just saw it and went through the trouble to go to our contact us page and just wrote, this is really nice, actually. He said, I watched this on VR, Quest 2. This was very educational, like capitalized. This was really good, really capitalized. I am a 60-year-old man and I learned a lot. Thank you for making this. Please make more of these. The format was great, exclamation, like capitalized. And that's really interesting to me because we associate the medium, you know, more or less with young people. But there's somebody, like, you can just feel the enthusiasm coming through, like, this format, I've never seen it. It's great. Make more of these. And we'd love to make more of these because there's a lot to tell. There's a lot to, you know, show people in a new light, in a way they haven't seen.
I would write something thinking about it in like a 2D world. And then Thomas would say, like told me on the shooting day, okay, now you're going to be this big on a desktop staring up at a globe. And I'm going, I love that. We just go with that. And so, you know, the idea that all of us were just constantly trying to add a new layer onto the solid storytelling that we'd come up with and the solid ideas that existed. And they're using the technology and I'm using, you know, all of the crazy stuff I'm bringing to bear. You know, it's that kind of out of the box thinking that was so refreshing. You know, when I ran into like-minded folks, it felt like I was, you know, very back at the very beginning, you know, trying to dream up cool ways to do something that was 2D into 3D. Let's use this medium. Let's push this stuff as far as we can push it. And then some, and let the jackknife guys figure out what we just did.
Gravity is a heavy idea. It really sucks.
What? No!